Now, Captain Anshul Sheoran commanded the Air India Express's first evacuation flight as part of the Vande Bharat Mission. This was the first repatriation flight from Abu Dhabi, which landed in Kochi on Thursday. And in fact, as he was about to begin flying, he had a very inspiring message for some of his passengers. We're delighted to have Captain Sheoran with us on the program. Thank you for speaking with us. If you could tell us a little more about that message that you had for your passengers as you began that flight.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. At Air India Express, passenger safety and comfort comes first and always. And going by the message, I think that would be the message which would have brought in the comfort in all the passengers. Just like being an ex-military aviator, so whenever we had any mission at hand, initially we would raise the morale of entire team by saying, "How's the Josh?" And there would be a reply, "Hi sir." That wasn't possible in this scenario. So the only thing I thought was to give a good passenger announcement which would bring up the morale of everyone on board, as this was going to be a first historic flight under Vande Bharat Mission being organized by Government of India, and I just wanted everyone to be in high spirits.
So could you repeat that message for our viewers in the way in which you would have said it to the passengers on the flight?
Ma'am, it was purely impromptu at that point of time, so I'm not really sure.
Well, I'm going to remind you of what you said. Captain Sheoran said, "Let us keep our morale high. We're going home." And indeed, for so many of those passengers who'd been waiting anxiously to do precisely that, that must have come as a moment of so much relief. Did you manage to speak with any of them at all?
No, ma'am, I couldn't speak to any of them because as per the SOP, the cockpit crew was supposed to leave only when all the passengers would have disembarked.
Right.
So my team of Mr. Deepak, Mr. Tashi, Ms. Anjana and Ms. Riyanka, they came in contact with all of them, and the feedback that I had received from them was that they were all very high on morale, very emotional. Some of them had tears of happiness, of joy, and yeah, all in all, they somewhere felt that they were back to their motherland. Though I would say that they were in a way back home the moment they had boarded Air India Express aircraft.
Yes, indeed. Are you going to be captaining any more of these flights, Captain Anshul Sheoran? Is this just the beginning of many more, or are there going to be others that will be piloted by other pilots?
Definitely, ma'am. As we all know that it's a massive repatriation program being organized by Government of India. So every single pilot at Air India Express and Air India will be flying as many missions as possible until the last person who wants to get back to his motherland is brought back home.
Yes, indeed. And it's wonderful to hear you say that. But Captain Sheoran, on a more serious note, already, for instance, we've had 2 Indians test positive who were on that flight, and they were tested before they got on and tested again after they got off. So it's a very real risk that you and your crew are taking over here, and that must weigh on your mind.
Ma'am, honestly speaking, as far as the risk is involved, it's a professional risk, which is involved in any profession, be it doctors, be it police, and we all know all these corona warriors have been, undertaking that risk throughout these hard times that we are going through right now. So we need to take that because it's part of our job, and all of us have realized that at Air India Express, and that is the reason why we have exemplary leadership from top, right from our CMD, CEO, COO, and all the way, they have been, entire team at Air India Express has been trying to mitigate whatever situation that can arise in terms of safety, health and hygiene, and also the medical college at Kalmasheri, Kochi, Dr. Ganesh, Dr. Manoj out there and their team, they have been doing a brilliant job. So when you have such a strong backing and wishes of all your countrymen behind you, I'm sure we'll sail through it smoothly.
Yes, indeed. You and your team are COVID heroes. Thank you, Captain Anshul, for speaking with NDTV and sharing your story.